Hello guys, and welcome to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Wassel-Reloaded 2017 version 3.0, and I found this map up at modhoster.com, and there will be a link to the map in the description. So without further ado, let's jump on in the map. So as I do with first impression videos, we're going to select our John Deere Gator, and we're going to pull up the log. So there is one particular warning related to the map, and that relates to the icon graphic. We will scroll back up once this finishes loading. Okay, so let's go ahead and scroll on up here. So we have an issue where it says warning compatibility texture icon.png width or height does not equal 2:n period. So that is the warning that relates to this map. We have a fill type of whole grain, so we'll have to look around for that related to the pigs. And it looks like we have several fabric scripts in the map, so there should be several industry buildings or fabrics to take a look at. So let's take a look at the map. So here we are. Looks like we have our standard crop types on this map. And it looks like there are 46 fields on this map, of which we own field 21, 17, 14, and 15. I'm not seeing any other fields. So I do start these videos on hard mode, and even on hard mode we have quite the stock of crops in our silos. And I have to say, in general, this is the first map that I've seen for Farming Simulator 17 that basically jumps you in to a fully running, fully production farm. And you'll see what I mean here in a minute. So here's all of our equipment. All of it is fairly old in days. Some of it has high work hours and some of it has low operating hours. So you may want to pick and choose what items you may want to sell to minimize the amount of daily maintenance. And we actually will not take out a loan because, as you can see here, we already start with 35 sheep, 48 pigs, and 30 cows, and we already have food and water in all of their troughs ready to go. It looks like we need to do some feeding and some watering of our cows and pigs, but the sheep seem to be perfectly fine. We have a silo capacity of 500,000 liters, and we have 6 eggs in our coop already. So let's take a look at that starting equipment. So we start with 3 tractors that range in horsepower from 114 to 313. We have a front loader arms with a bale fork. We have the New Holland 1090 harvester with grain header. We have the potato harvester. We have an assortment of tippers. We have a cultivator, plow, a potato planter, 2 other seeders, our fertilized spreader, our weeder, an assortment of weights and grass equipment, our water tank, and 2 power washers, and 3 large vehicle shelters, 2 bee houses, 2 tomato greenhouses, a lettuce greenhouse, 5 solar collectors, a wind energy turbine, and several other placeable buildings that we can obviously sell. There's nothing leased on this map. So let's go ahead and buy our gator and take a look at the store, which is down here in the lower right corner. Let's hit reset and see what happens. So our reset point is Interesting. It's right here, right north of field 14. Guessing that it is in the, I'm guessing it's in the cow pasture. So let's just, where are we at? Okay, we're up by the chickens. So we're just going to jump down there real quick and see where the heck we're at. So this is the reset point. A rather interesting reset point. We do have a hot air balloon up in the sky. Alright, so let's just jump back to our chickens. That's pretty much where we started to begin with. We'll go ahead and collect our eggs. There we go. So I think this is where we started. So let's get on with the tour of the farm. So we've got some equipment up here. It seems here's our spreader. And since I said this was, like I said, we're starting on this map pretty much as a map that's fully in production. So we've got all kinds of dirty equipment here. Let's keep on looking around. We got a storage shed here. Does this light switch work? It does. There we got our couple tippers. We have our harvester conveniently parked over top of our silo dump and our silo out pipe. Very nice storage over here where you can just kind of park things if you wanted to park your tippers in there. Additional storage, and here's a fuel point. So over here we have seed and fertilizer, and it looks like we already have seed and we already have fertilizer in our storage. Here we have a wash bay with 2 power washers. That seems a bit repetitive. We could obviously sell one of those. Okay. That's a storage shed we already looked at. Additional storage. And here's some more of our equipment. This is an interesting parking place for this. I'd be interested to see how hard it is to get out. Oh, that worked pretty good. Here we have a repair bay, or a customization bay. And that appears to be this side of the farm. I believe there's more across the street. Hey, how you doing? Alright, so we have, looks like it, already producing something. There's our cultivator, our plow, and our weeder. So let's go on in here. We got some production going on in here already. So this is our power food mixing station, and it appears to already have product in it, churning away. And over here we have a pig food star, also already with product in it. Potatoes, whole grain, water, and this makes pig food. And this particular machine makes whole grain out of regular grain, The way this works is you get little bags, you pick up, you bring over here, and put into this machine. Okay, so you tip grain into here. That's running. You can see it's filling up grain. And as this bag fills, it will go up bigger and bigger and bigger. Then you'll be able to take this like that and bring it over here and put it in there. And that's how you make your pig food on this map. So here we have a silage clamp for our cows. There's another tipper over there. And here we have, let's jump up there. Here we have our cattle area. Gate opens, we have a feeding trough here. Looking for the water trough. Is it over here? It is not. Here's the water trough. Okay. And now in here we have our feeding trough for silage and power food and whatnot. This appears to be where these are already bales, so this is apparently where we put our straw. We even have straw in here, rather interesting. And it looks like this is where we can, I don't know why we would have our, well, there's no milk point here. So this must be where the person just decided to park the very dirty, everything is very dirty, your water tanker. Like, you see the bug zapper? I wonder if any of those bugs gets zapped. Doesn't appear that they do. And of course these doors open. We have slurry. We already have 246,000 liters of slurry. And no manure though. Some grass equipment over here. So here's our pigs. No manure. But we do have slurry. This is where we would buy additional pigs if we wanted to. Pig food and our water trough for our pigs. Ah, the glass is even dirty. That's nice. Interesting. And this is where we put our straw for our pigs. See, we have a plane flying off in the distance over that mountain peak. So I saw we had sheep over here, so let's go ahead and take a look at our sheep area. So here's our grass trough for our sheep. We have to open the gate so we can come in here and give sheep some water. And we already have a wool pallet spawning. Although they're marked, this is for to purchase and buy more sheep. Then here's our wool spawn point. I was seeing this from a distance. Here we've got some pretty run-down wall segments here that are about to fall over. The wall's pretty good up to this point, and then it gets a little quirky. It's an interesting aspect, and this wall here looks like it may be a bit crooked. Indeed, it's starting to fall over. That's a nice little element, I think. Now I did see way over here we have a fermentation silo for silage production. And it appears to already have product in it. So we have 31,000 liters of product already in our fermentation silo. We have digestate in our fermentation silo already. And we have some silage already produced in this silo. Looks like we have had a little bit of a spill there on the ground. And looks like we've got some straw bales stacked up here already. Alright, so let's run down here and get into our gator. Oh, I like this tree. These trees are not the straightest trees in the world. Growing a wee bit crooked, which is nice. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. All right, let's go this way and see what's up this direction. We've got a rather bumpy road here. Looks like we've got a water fill point. Looks like we've got some water here. Looks to be a bit muddy water, but looks like this is where we can get water for our animals. All right. Let's go on up here to the main road. And we'll go this way. So we do have traffic on the map. We have pedestrians. And we've got two distinct landmarks on this map. We've got a big mountain off to our right and a big mountain off behind us that we will see throughout our travels. So there's the big mountain off to the right, and we saw the mountain off to our left, or behind us, a little bit ago. So here we have a sell point. This is where we tip in. And while we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at field pricing and missions. No space for missions. So there are missions, and it's 387,000 for a 4.78 hectare field. See, we've got some birds flying, and we saw those shadows underneath us. So let's go up this way, and it looks like there's a road that runs around the edge of the map. We're going to run around. Looks like I was wrong. Looks like I missed that road. So I'm going to take the road here that goes up around field 3, which should be, I guess, right here. Here we are. And we're going to make our way over to the biogas facility. And actually, we're basically going to be going towards this big mountain because there's seed and fertilizer production just to the other side of that mountain. So as I was saying, it looks like the way this map is designed, you pretty much start out as if this map's been running for some period of time. All of your fabric scripts seem to already have product in them so that they're already running. You start with a fair amount of product already in your silos, and you already start with animals. So this is a pretty good map if you just want to jump in to basically a farm that's already going. You don't have to basically build it up from nothing. You don't start with no crops on hard mode. You start with a fair bit of stuff. So theoretically, even hard mode is not that hard because you already have stuff. You do start with the basic money. You don't start with any additional money, but you already have sheep, cows, and pigs. And as we get up here, you also start with fertilizer and seeds stored in your storage silos. And then up here, we have more production facilities. But first off, we have a slurry storage pit that has a fair amount of slurry in it. So we have 165,000 liters in our slurry storage pit here. It's like we are making fertilizer in this facility, solid fertilizer. We're making liquid fertilizer in this facility, and we're making seeds in this facility over here. Like I said, they start up with product already in them, already running. So we're going to climb this mountain so that we can see up over the map. So that's the map. See if I can get any higher. So that's the farm where we started at. That's the other mountain, which is clear on the other side of the map. So we can pretty much get a good overview of the entire map from this peak. Got a plane flying somewhere. There it is. So I just wanted to show you this this vantage point of the map. And then we'll make our way back down over to our gator. Way down here. Oh. All right. Oh. Our gator had cut off. So let's get back going down the road. Let's take a look at the fields. Field 21 we own, which is right here to our left. It's hard to tell which field is the biggest field because they're all a bit odd shaped, but maybe field 4, maybe field 21, and maybe the one we already own. Here we are at our biogas plant. Whoa, we got quite the lip there. That is a bump and a half right there. So here we got some decorative vehicles, Coke machine, cell tower, and we've got our Silo King. We've got 2 long bunkers and our digestate tank right here. So that's our BGA facility. But you gotta watch this bump. Alright, so let's go over to our animal buy point next, which is over by field 34. But we do have lots of money-making industries, or placeables, already on the map for us. It's in our traffic circle there. Let's head on over to our animal buy point. Looks like we've got something producing smoke over there. We got a big old bridge over something here. Is this just a big hill? Or are we going over something? So it's just a bridge over... I don't know, it's just a bridge. We got some sunflowers ready to harvest. So here we have a big storage building. Probably one of the buildings that's in our placeable list. Here's our animal buy point. Again, we've got trees that are struggling to find their way to vertical growth. So let's see if we can't figure out. Looks like we've got a little dirt problem there. So here's where we can buy our animals if we wish to pick them up. Our big old cow sculpture. Here we have another sell point for slurry and grain. And manure. Alright. So here we have another traffic circle. We'll just go on straight. Here's that big old smoky thing we were seeing earlier. Let's see if this is the access road into that facility. This is our sawmill. Our log buy point. Is this a pond? Yes, it is. So this is where we can put our logs if we wish to sell our logs. And wood chips is over there. And then we have a nice forested area over there, I suppose. Alright. There's some pine trees we can cut down. So I wonder how we get into this facility here. I guess we take a left here. And I'm not seeing any icons on the map for this particular building. We do have a scale. We have a scale on the way in and a scale on the way out. But it looks like this may just be decorative. And if it is decorative, it seems to be a really big waste of space. Simply from the standpoint that, you know, if you're going to use up all this space, you might as well make it some type of a buy point. Got some tanks there, but I'm not seeing anything anywhere around here to do anything with. Now we have a sound of something, but again, there's no tip point here. Now across the street though, there is an icon. And I guess it's possible that the facility across the street and this facility are connected to each other. Because this is the traditional Nordzucker sugar beet area, sugar beet facility. And it looks like they are connected because we have this this big walkway or whatever going over there. All right. Looks like we've got a fuel point up here. So we got a road going over and a road going under here. It's an interesting design element. And there's a fuel point. And it looks like we should go this way to get to this other sell point, which I'm guessing is down this way. And here's our tip point for this particular cell location. So this is where we are now. This looks like the only sell point that takes all of our crops. Other sell points take just specific crops. And there's the big, the other big mountain. Now that one, I don't know if we can climb up on that one. I actually didn't try to climb up on this one. I tried to climb up on the other one and I knew I could. But what the heck, let's just go ahead and try to climb up on this one while we're down here. Kind of a low res from this distance. See if we can get a little higher. That's the map. That's Wassel-Reloaded right there. As we know, that is on the north side of the map, and we are on the south side of the map. And we can see now everything in between. Overall, it's a very nice map, a very nice little town area here, and the fields all laid out in a rather interesting assortment of angles. There's maybe a dozen square maps or square fields on this map, and everything else is some odd angle going on. All right, so let's Let's just jump into our gator as opposed to running back to it, and see if we can't get over here to the last 2 sell points and make our way down to the shop. Here's a free grass field, appears, and we can drive through the hedges. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of that. Oh man, we're in all kinds of mess. Let's find a road. Here we are. Let's go this way. Alright. Sorry about driving through the crops there. Oh, we got some horses. Are these static or is it moving? It looks static to me. That is no, it's moving. Okay. Whoa! So we got horsies on the map? Okay, so here we have a buy point. And we have an egg sell point. We can get rid of our eggs. Cha-ching! So now we're at Back Bushi. Right here. They only accept wheat and barley. Oh, we have a doggy running over here. Let's see here. Is this a... Alright, where's this other sell point? We got to that one. Alright, it's this way. And here it is. So this must be our wool. Is this our spinnery? It is. So this is our spinnery. Let's jump back in our gator and get on down here to the store. And that will conclude our look at Wassel-Reloaded. So take a note of this bridge. It does not appear to be all that tall, so be very careful when coming through here with something that folds up that's fairly tall, because you might find yourself not able to bring that home from the store, because you might just run into the top of this bridge. So that's something to take note of. We've got a nice river running through here. It's a bit muddy. With a nice walking path next to it. It's very nice. I don't suggest you plunge into the river, because it is fairly deep. And being rather muddy, you're probably not going to want to spend too much time in the water. So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please click the like button. If you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, please go ahead and subscribe. I do map videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and also have some Let's Play series that air on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And this particular area looks to be a nice sized, not overly flat, but flat-ish, nice sized area for your own placeables that you may want to put in. So we do Let's Play series on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as well as Tuesdays and Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday they come out at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, Tuesdays and Thursdays they come out on noon. So this whole big room in here is for customizations or buyback. And can we fit through the door? Yep. And here's our store icon. Also, like you ought to check out the PCSG web community if you're into sim-based gaming other than farm sim, Euro Truck Sim, American Truck Sim, Flight Sim, and Train Sim. Then give them a try. They're great. It's a great community. Very mature. Not a lot of immature behavior going on there. And they also have some organized multiplayer that you may be interested in. And then also check out the Three Dudes Gaming Network. Both of the links to both of those sites are in my description. And Three Dudes Gaming Network has several media members that produce YouTube content. And those particular channels are also linked in my description. So until next time, guys, happy farming.